Now Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And that'll bring up second down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
In motion left, Curse. And here now it's second and goal. Ball on this. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The first carry now. This is Lacey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. A dump off to Lacey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And complete, right side to Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. The play clock's running down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
95.
Time running out here on the play clock. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. A couple of years ago, Cobb signed that 4-year, $40 million deal. Since then, the numbers have been down a little bit, although last year only played 13 games.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be as concerned with the numbers dropping if I were a Packers fan, because remember, Devontae Adams has developed as a player, and his numbers have gone up. You got Jordy Nelson back to full health in 2016. He's going to catch a lot of passes, almost caught 100 in that season. Jared Cook at tight end. That's a new weapon Green Bay didn't have for a while. And don't forget, Randall Cobb spent some time as a running back when all the injuries hit the backfield. So his versatility is still a major plus for Green Bay.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Tempo. Let's go. Tempo.
And he motions the wide receiver. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Slide. Still got 4 down. Big jumbo. 95.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. he's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Jump right, jump right.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the... And this is taken in at the 5. A pickup there of 36. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Clay Matthews in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. They had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. All right, Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ataba Rubin able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Adams has it complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time, and it's 3rd and short.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Richard Rodgers from 8 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
19. Bang out. 14.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. All even, we are tied, so a blank slate. Throw away those first 2 quarters, so to speak.
Yeah, I love the way you put it, because you do throw them away because it's a 0-0, but you also have a couple of lessons from the first half. What did you learn? What do you have to improve on? and then you get to start the second half and put it all into practice.
They'll try to take those halftime lessons and put them into practice indeed. Here we go. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacy, 40 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 79 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, check 26.
One back is Lacy. Rodgers now on first down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Rodgers backing up. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And some room to roam now. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And now the Packers get set to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly.
Do
AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Rodgers will try again on second down. Caught right side, Davis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Short of the sticks after that complete. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacy. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And he finds Cook. Call it a gain of 5. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Rodgers. He's got time. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Damn this a GG.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Wilson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And he knocks it through. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, here's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his target. It's Cobb. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. One back is Lacey. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Green 18. Over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 23 yards on the play. Red zone opportunity. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Bogans get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Wilson finding time. Still back there. Now he's flushed out left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rodgers going to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground. And it didn't do it very often.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And ready for 3rd and 6.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that brings up 4th down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
He's got time. He sets to fire deep. It got his man complete. 27 yards on the game there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. One back is Lacey. Rodgers now on 1st down. Surveying the field. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. To throw is Rodgers. Finding time. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
88.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Third and 4.
Friday.
Throwing now is Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Wilson. And here he'll be brought down a little. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. They come up in an offset eye. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there. Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Mike Bennett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Punch left, punch left. Try it. Grenading. Punch left, punch left.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say